Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 4th. I almost forgot. We're going to jump right in here. You have this card that says you're on a journey of discovering your life purpose. You have this card that says there's still time to change the road you're on. It's never too late. So let's see where this is going. You have the Five of Wands. Personally, I like the Five of Wands. It is a card of conflict and competition, but it's a card of like learning from competition, or these people are using sticks. They're not using swords to fight. So, I always say that these people, they are kind of like learning how to fight. They are learning, how to conquer competition and how to overcome competition and things like that. So, I kind of feel like some of you or all of you are, maybe you've been going through a difficult period of time and now you're kind of like learning from certain like difficulties or something. And, I feel like you're growing. I would say this is a good thing, not a bad thing. You have the Five of Wands, Ten of Wands, and the King of Wands. I feel, by the way, if you want love, I feel like you are definitely attracted to a person because King of Wands, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to either. I feel like you're attracted to a person and you're just like, I feel like there's just a lot of attraction here, is what I would say, if you want love. But I do feel like you feel there's a lot of competition. But again, I feel if someone's meant for you, they're meant for you. Other than that, though, I feel for a lot of you, it's time for you to be bold, assertive, and like really charge towards something. I'll show you this. You have the Moon to the Four Cups. I'm wondering if, you have all this stuff here that basically says you're on a journey of discovering your life purpose. Then you have this other card that says there's time to change the road you're on. You end with this card that says right path on it. So I kind of feel this reading is confirmation for the path that you're on. And it's like saying you're going in the right direction. Don't doubt yourself. Don't create a bunch of doubts in your head with that Four Cups. Four Cups is the card of, saying is the grass greener on the other side. But it is a card that says maybe the grass is greener on the other side. So if you're thinking about making a change, I would keep going on the path that you're on. I think that there are some burdens and some things that you need to release here, Cancer. Did I say Capricorn? I feel like I said Capricorn at the beginning of your reading. Sorry. But anyway, Cancer, I feel like there are some, changes or some things that you need to release, especially if you are, carrying burdens that do not belong to you. If you're dealing with other people's BS or, if there are other responsibilities that really belong to other people and not you, I think you need to watch out for that stuff. You have the Five of Wands, and Five of Wands, like I said, I feel like you are learning at this time. You might be dealing with competition or something like that, but I feel like you need to keep learning with this card. Again, I think there's just, I just think there's a lot of benefits in what you're learning or, kind of like how you're educating yourself or something like that. I don't know. Let's see what is going on here for you. With the Five of Wands, you have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is like feeling like you rushed into something. I do feel that for some of you, where it's like maybe you took on too many responsibilities recently, and you're like, now what type of feeling. So I kind of feel like some of you maybe feel like you made a hasty decision, and I feel like this is saying no, you didn't. So, and you can always change, right? You have this card that says it's never too late. You can change the road that you're on. With the Ten of Wands, you have the Two of Cups. I definitely feel there's love here. But it's I feel like be careful of putting someone on a pedestal, right? There's no doubt about it. I feel like this reading is saying you could be attracting someone who is amazing, who should be on a pedestal, who could be really good for you. But I also feel like it's saying, don't put a person on a pedestal, right? Because it's just going to cause a lot of issues, a lot of problems, and, it's just going to get in the way. So I feel like you need to realize that this person is like an equal. The thing about the Two of Cups, and sorry, you have the Star next, but a person, when, this person here, it's like the Two of Cups is like two people who are very different, or who are meant to be look very different. And so again, you could be attracting someone who's very different than your usual type or comes from a different background. That could be why you're putting a person on a pedestal. And I feel like you need to not do that. With the King of Wands, you have the Star. This is like a wish or a dream come true. I also feel that you need to kind of attack your dreams more aggressively with that King of Wands. The King of Wands is about really going for something. Even this whole bottom row, you have that Emperor, you have that Ace of Pentacles. The Emperor is ready to go at a moment's notice, and he's really willing to put in the work to kind of like make something happen. He like really charges forward and really charges towards things that he wants to, manifest in his life. And I kind of feel like that's what this reading is saying. It's like time for you to really charge towards like a big goal, wish, or dream. Next, you have this Green Man card. It says the forces of nature favor you. You have this siren that says a temptation may lead you astray. 7 of Cups in the moon. We're definitely going to talk about that. Like literally, if there was ever a combination of a temptation leading you astray, it would be the 7 of Cups and the moon, and maybe the devil as well. But what I would say is this is pretty simple. You have the 7 of Cups and the moon and the Page of Cups. The moon says, do not get distracted, right? These 2 pillars on the moon are literally a warning to the fool. And those 2 pillars say to the fool, do not get off the path that you are on. Keep working towards this mountain here, because mountains represent achievements. It's like they represent obstacles as well, but these are not bad obstacles. Again, like where do you get the best views? At the top of a mountain. So this could be good obstacles, or it could be an obstacle that you're dealing with, but it's like when you get to the top of that mountain, you're going to have the best views. So I would really encourage you to, kind of like work your way towards something and don't turn away from something. I do feel like maybe some of you feel like you got off your path or that you've already been tempted in the wrong direction. And, maybe you feel like you moved towards something with that 4 of Cups that wasn't right for you. And, I wouldn't say like you settled, but I almost get that energy here of settling for something where it's like maybe you were interested in a person and like an ex came back or something like that and you just settled for the ex, right? It's like, I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just giving you an example here. Because again, I feel for some of you, this could have happened in like work or business. It's like, maybe you've been trying to grow your business. And maybe you decide, you know what, I'm going to go back to work. And maybe you kind of regret it. Like I have that feeling here. Like, again, no regrets. But, again, I don't think this is a bad thing either. Because I really see, like, if you did that or if you did something similar to that, I really see this reading is saying that you're about to take another swing at whatever that was. Like, whatever the first thing was that you originally wanted, right? You have the 7 of Cups. Again, confusion. And again, that siren card, this could be a temptation, right? There are good things and bad things in those cups, but he just needs to like pick one thing and make it happen and stop being distracted. So I feel for a lot of you, this could be encouraging you to pick something and manifest it on earth. I also feel it's like saying that you have your eye on something in your life that you would love to have, like whatever it is. Could be love, money, business, spirituality, whatever, something that you want. And I really see you as having your eye on it. Like, look, you go to the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a card of curiosity. He's looking at the moon. I always say that to me, the moon is not a bad card. The moon represents something that exists up in the clouds. It could be a goal, wish, dream. But the moon is more like the fantasy, right? Having this fantasy that you would love to manifest or bring down to earth. And I feel this is saying like you could bring this dream down to earth, obviously, if you put the work in. I would also say going this way, this could represent teamwork. It could say that you need to like work with other people to manifest this dream. But I think it's time. You have the Page of Cups here. There's something like about love here. It's like about love and everything. This reading, I feel like it's talking about love, but I feel like it's talking about everything else as well, which is weird. It's not like, I don't know how to describe it, but that's just like the feeling I get here. So I do feel like there could be like a love offer or someone who is interested in you coming in for you with the Page of Cups. So, definitely could be like a very solid interest here. So let's see what's going on. With the 7 of Cups, you have the 4 of Pentacles holding on to the old story. I think you need to realize that times have changed. You literally have this Uranus card that says change on it. So, I feel like things are different, and maybe that's what you need to realize is that the energy is different. It's kind of interesting as well. A lot of the readings I've been doing, like I've been saying things about like when we were like 2 years old, right? And I wish I was better at talking and not mumbling, because then I could tell you what the hell I'm talking about. But what I would say is it's almost like, I think right now, for whatever reason, I think we're all like thinking back to when we were like 2 years old, or maybe like some of the traumas or the things that are coming up are really from when we were like 2 years old. And it's almost like everybody is like either working through that or, kind of like letting that stuff go. But also I think if you could just realize that with the 4 of Pentacles, it would like set you free big time. Like, oh, this is just my 2-year-old self being worried about whatever. With the moon, you have the 2 of Pentacles. Definitely about time to balance your energies. I feel like maybe you've been working too hard, and it's funny that I said Capricorn. Again, I don't know if I called you Capricorn or if that was just something that popped into my head, but right here, it's almost like you've been working too much and you haven't been doing other things. So I feel like it's time to like enjoy yourself, to try other stuff in life, to try new things in life, whatever. With the Page of Cups, you have the Six of Cups. I do feel like you're going back to someone, but this is not an ex. Like, maybe some of you did go back to an ex, like I already said, but it's almost like you have had an interest, or you had an interest, and you, like, I wouldn't say that interest has reignited, but it's almost like maybe you've been interested, or like in the past have been interested in a person, but there's some sort of blockage. Like maybe it's your boss, or maybe it's a friend, or maybe it was a person who was already in a relationship or something. It's like I do see you going back to a person, but you've never been with this person. Like I feel like you've just always been interested in this person, if that makes sense. I feel like there's love here. I'm telling you right now, if you've always been interested in a person, I literally feel this person is coming in for you, or you're going to end up together. Could be a fire sign, could be any sign. You have everything here. But, I also feel the King of Wands could just be saying that there's a lot of desire in this connection. Next, you have this Uranus card. It says change on it. You have this Imam Quayle card. It says root on it. So I feel for a lot of you that you need to ground something in reality. Like I said, it's like a change in your life. The Imam Quayle is the bottom of your chart in astrology. And, I feel for a lot of you, it's almost like there's something that you need to bring home. Or I don't know. Those are the words that are popping into my head, that like something needs to be brought home. But I don't mean like your home, although it could be. But, I mean like Earth, it's like some sort of dream needs to be rooted in reality. And, I really feel like that's what this is talking about. You have the Four of Cups, Page of Swords, and the Emperor. Four of Cups is all the past disappointments, I feel. But I almost feel like this is I don't want to say your last chance, because that's not what I feel. But it's almost like you're getting the chance to bring something into reality. So, I would grab that cup and I would really make it happen. I really feel like now is your chance to have something. It's like you're on the right path. You end with that right path card. So you're going in the right direction. You're doing the right things. I just think that maybe something needs a little bit more life, breathed into it. Something just needs that thing, that spark, that catalyst that'll really bring it into reality. So because there's too much dreaming here. The Seven of Cups, the Moon, the Siren. I'm wondering if you're wondering if something is just temptation and not real. I think this is saying something is temptation but could be real. It's like you're looking at it the wrong way, whatever this is. I don't know if this is a person, a place, or a thing. I don't care what it is. Whatever it is, you know what it is. It's like you're looking at it as temptation. I feel like it's both. I feel like there is going to be a lot of desire. It could be dangerous. It could change your life path, right? But maybe it's the right path. It's like sometimes I think people think like, if I get with this person, I'm going to have to leave my career or something like that. But maybe that's not a bad thing for you. Maybe you would actually really enjoy it. Or, maybe you're marrying a millionaire or something like that. I don't know, right? I have no clue what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter. The point is it's like, I think you're looking at something and saying, oh, if I do this, I'm going to have to, leave my friends behind, or, whatever. But really, it's like, this is a good thing. It's like, this is an elevation. You have the Page of Swords here. Yes, something has been consistent is what I feel like saying. It's like you consistently look at this dream over here. You keep looking at it. The Page of Swords is a card of curiosity. So sometimes I feel like with the Page of Swords, we can almost be stuck in curiosity. And I feel that the Five of Swords over here is saying you need to take the risk. This row here is going to represent the good stuff. And so no matter what, it's going to be good no matter what. And, I really feel it's saying, like, take the risk. You have the Emperor here, which could be your Emperor or your Empress. Take it how it resonates. And I also feel the Emperor is saying it's time to take action towards your dream. And if you do that, you will be successful, plain and simple. So let's see what the hell is going on here in this reading. And again, you could be discovering your life purpose here, because you have that first card says you're discovering your life purpose. With the Four of Cups, you have the World. Yes, major accomplishment. We literally talked about accomplishments on the Moon for you, Cancer, because it's about like accomplishing something here on Earth. And so I feel like that's what could be going on here. With the Page of Swords, you have the Five of Cups. Again, you have this big fear of being disappointed, is what I would say. And the Five of Cups could be you grieving the loss of something that you no longer enjoy. When it's like, if you would focus on the new thing here that you're working towards, or this big new opportunity, which we see right here with the Ace of Pentacles, you won't be disappointed. The Ace of Pentacles is a major opportunity. It is something, that requires a lot of work because, with the Ace of Pentacles, we have to nurture it into existence. So, and right now, with all the energy in Taurus, Jupiter in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus, there's no doubt about it. Like, if you're going to work on something, you have to nurture it. You really have to take extra good care of it, like as if it's a baby, right? But if you do that, then it will be successful. With the Emperor, you have the Five of Pentacles. Yes, I do feel like there's a lot of fear here. I feel like right here, these are fears that you're going to get hurt again, or that you're going to be burnt again, or whatever the case may be, right? It's almost like you touched a hot stove in the past, and now you're like fearing, like, is this thing that I want to manifest that could be part of your purpose, right? Again, this does not have to be a person. Like I said, person, place, or thing. This is something you want to achieve. So again, if that is getting married, having a family, then that's what it is. If it's, it might include multiple things, is what I'm trying to spit out here. But I feel like you've tried it before, and the fear that's coming up is that you're going to get hurt again, or burned again, or that it's going to be a disappointment again with the Four Cups. But I don't think that's true, because in the area of the good stuff, you have this right path card. It says you're on the right path. Keep moving forward. You're not lost. Sometimes the right path is not always the easiest. Boom. There you go. You have this comfort card. It says your income is steady and living comfortably. I kind of said this to Pisces, but I have a feeling that throughout the month of December, finances are going to be pretty good for water signs, just based off the astrology. It says keep raising the bar and get out of your comfort zone. This is like what you have to do for the rest of your life. Anything you can do to create an improvement, or to bring more love, joy, and happiness into your life would be a really good idea. So I'm a big fan of constant improvements. And I always get in comments from people that say like, oh, I'm tired, or I don't want to have to live a life where I'm making constant improvements. I'm like, first off, you're looking at it like the wrong way. This is not like a grind. This is not you having to do things where you're always overcoming something. That's not the type of improvement. I always say this, and people are like, why can't you just be happy? I'm like, first off, don't listen to people that say, why can't you just be happy? All those people, losers, number one, right? And yes, I said losers. People are always like, oh my God, how low vibe. I'm like, yes, people who try to keep people stuck at a certain level are losers. You are meant to grow as much as possible. If you don't like it, too freaking bad, right? I want to support people to grow as much as possible. Because right now, everything is trying to get us to shrink. The evil bastards that run the world, they want us to eat bugs and be happy. So I will never support that. And everything they preach is limitation and the opposite of abundance. So we don't have to live that way, people. And so there you go, rant over. But what I would say is that it's like, this is not like a grind. These improvements are just like tiny little things that you do every single day to improve your life. It's not that big of a deal. You have the Three of Pentacles, Five of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles says teamwork makes the dream work. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be working together with other people. I also feel that some of you, again, if this could be love, but if it's not love that's coming in here, again, you could be getting guidance or help from other people, and that could be the thing that is really pulling you towards the right path. You have the Five of Swords here. I mean, I've said it all year that I believe we're in a time of taking a risk, where we need to take a risk, where we need to, and again, I want to stress, we're not talking about like crazy risk here. With Pluto going into Aquarius, I think the risk that we can all take is the risk of saying something wrong, or the risk of saying something that people aren't going to like, or the risk of being wrong, being proven to be wrong about something, right? Pluto in Aquarius, a lot of attention. So maybe you want to be on social media or something like that. And maybe your fear is that people are going to criticize you or whatever. And the Five of Swords like saying, take those types of risks, but those risks are going to make you grow, and they're also going to lead to success. And also that's showing up in the good stuff. So clearly it's something good. You have the Ace of Pentacles here. Ace of Pentacles is like a big opportunity. So I feel like there are big opportunities or something coming in for you to manifest something that you've wanted. And it could be the right path. There is a path on this card, right? There's a pathway straight down the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like you're on the right path. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Hermit. Yeah, it's time to expose, some ideas to the world. The Hermit has been through the dark night of the soul, and now he needs to share his inner light. Like, it's time for him to be an inspiration for other people, and I definitely feel that for you. It's like you're coming out of the cold. And again, you're returning to something. Again, I don't think this is a past person, but it could be a person you've dealt with before, but again, never dated or something like that. But I definitely get that. With the Five of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles. I thought you had the King of Pentacles, but I guess not. But Queen of Pentacles, card of resourcefulness. Definitely a really good time for your resources. And with the Ace of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Swords, a victory. So I feel there could be, clearly, you have two aces, which is amazing. Two aces is a definite yes to any question that I haven't answered. So I feel there could be a big victory coming in for you. There could be, this could also be good news coming in for you. Very good reading. We're going to pull 5 main themes now. You have this concentration card. Yeah, I would keep your eye on the prize. Like, don't, 7 of Cups in that whole area right there. This whole row is like distractions. So it's like, I feel like you know what you want. You just have to go straight towards it, right? Next, you have the birth card. Are you kidding? We said something about birth. Pisces had this card as well. But, again, it's almost like you're birthing something new into the world. And, I feel like you're ready. I feel like you're ready to pop something out. You have this convention card. I feel like you are breaking free from convention. And this, I think that we're all here to change our story right now anyway. I always say that convention is like the enemy of progress right now. So I don't think the universe likes convention. Convention is the way things have always been done. So I believe we're in a time where, again, I'm not saying like don't do what works, right? But I think we're in a time of experimentation where, 80% of the time, sure, do what works, right? Run your business or your career or your relationships the way that you always have. But like 20% of the time, I would be like trying new things just to grow. Like I said on that next level card, or what did it say? The right path, right? I feel like it's saying like, or the comfort card says, keep raising the bar. So just like tiny little things I think would be a good idea. You have this power card. I feel like you are kind of like stepping into your power. I've said this, that water signs, I believe, are stepping into this time of power. So, makes sense. And finally, you have this vision card. Yes, the whole entire reading is saying you're on the right path. Keep going. Don't doubt your vision. It's just that simple. You're on the right path here, Cancer. So I love this reading. Very simple. Thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.